Hi, this is Tamara from mooglyblog.com, and in this series of videos, I'm going to be demonstrating how to crochet the Odds Are Shawl, which is a free pattern you'll find in parts on mooglyblog.com. This pattern is being featured as our crochet along of the month for January 2025, again on mooglyblog.com. Please go to the link in the description for the written pattern so you can follow along and make the shawl along with the video. So now we've finished making the body of our shawl and we're ready to add our edging or border. So what we're going to do now is begin section 5. So now we're ready to begin border round 1. I've turned my work and we're going to work back into the previous row for the first section of our border. We start by chaining 1 and putting a single crochet in the first stitch. And just to make it easier, I'm going to continue to use my stitch markers for just a little bit longer. There we go. Then I work 2 double crochets in the next stitch. There's 1 and 2, both in that same stitch. All right, then we single crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that series all the way to the corner. 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, single crochet in the next stitch. Let's do that one more time. 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1 and 2, and then single crochet in the next stitch. So you can see how this gives us a really lovely little shell stitch border for this edge. And we're going to continue this all the way across until we get to this corner. So now we've worked our pretty scallops along that edge right there, our final row, and we've ended with a single crochet in the very last stitch. So now what we're going to do is chain 1, and we're going to turn our shawl a little bit, and now we're going to just very evenly single crochet along this long side here. So this is going to be the longest edge of your shawl, and it's going to be the straight edge or the increased side. So we're just going to evenly single crochet. It doesn't matter how many stitches, just so long as it isn't too many or too few. We don't want our fabric to pull together or to gap, but just evenly single crochet all the way till we get to this point. So now I've single crocheted evenly along this longest straight edge here. Because all of these rows are basically double crochet rows, I find that 2 stitches in the side of each row works out perfectly. So now we've come all the way down here to the point, and you might remember way back at the very beginning where I said, don't pull this in super tight. Make sure you've still got a little bit of room right here, and that's because we're going to work 3 single crochets right into the point to bring us around our corner. So we just want to make sure there's room to do so down here. So if for some reason your stitch closed up anyway, just go ahead and kind of stick your 3 stitches down here wherever they fit best. There we go. We just want to get around that corner. And now we're prepared to work along our final edge here, which is the edge where we've got these scallops, all those stitches that we ended up skipping at the end. So we want to treat these a little differently to sort of create a lacy finished edge to this section. So let's begin our repeat for our sort of wobbly decrease edge here. We're going to start at the asterisk in the written pattern by single crocheting in the next skipped end stitch. So what we need to do is look at our previous rows. And you can see right there, it's kind of upside down or sideways now, but there is that double crochet hanging out here that never got worked into. We're going to go right on into that. So we just want to find those top 2 loops right there. There we go. And put a single crochet in there. And then 2 double crochets all in that stitch right there. So there's a single crochet, now a double crochet, and another double crochet, like so. Then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we jump all the way up here. This is going to be 2 rows up. We're going to find another stitch there at the end that got skipped. Remember how we worked our pattern? It's going to be every 2 rows that will have one of those stitches out there at the end. So when we see one of those, we go into it for a single crochet, followed by 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. and then we chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Go back to our work, go up 2 rows, find that next stitch there at the end, and begin again. Let's do it one more time here together. Single crochet, then 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and pull up a little bit more yarn, there we go, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we skip to that next skipped stitch. So if you'll recall, at some points in our pattern, let me pull it all the way up here, we actually had sort of 2 skipped stitches there at the end. Again, we just want to work into that very one at the end when we get to that section. So go ahead and repeat that series all the way across this edge here to get this really beautiful shell lace. So now you can see we've worked this section of border round 1. We've got these lovely scallops. We finished up working into that row there with our single crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 3, and now we're ready to join to the first single crochet of the border round with a slip stitch. So now our shawl has one final row across this short row only where the scallops are. We want to work just across this end here to sort of mimic the effect that we get right here. So what we're going to do now is continue to work across this end here. I'm going to get my stitch marker out of the way, and I can go ahead and set that aside. I won't need that again. We chain 1, and we work a single crochet and 2 double crochets right in that first stitch. Should sound familiar. That's what we did across that decrease edge there. So I'll get those worked up here. There we go. And then, of course, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we skip the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come to the next one, and then begin that with a single crochet and 2 double crochets in that stitch. 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one more time. Go to the next stitch, single crochet, then 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where I'll start my next repeat, and we continue this all the way across this short edge. So now we've worked our final row, and I'm almost done, but we'll finish it up together. But let's go ahead and count our stitches. We have the first repeat that we did, and then we do our repeat 17 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then go ahead and make one more exactly the same, but we're not going to skip 5 at the end. Instead, after that last repeat, single crochet, 2 double crochets, all in the same stitch, chain 3, we're simply going to skip the next 2 stitches and then slip stitch in the stitch after that. Or if you prefer, you could use a seamless join. But that's it. We can break our yarn and weave in our ends. And that's how to crochet the Odds Are Shawl. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check the description for the link to the written pattern, or go to your favorite search engine and simply type in Moogly Odds Are Shawl, and it's likely to pop right up. Again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.